Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free plays for today's card. And on today's show, I have a picture here from the NBA. Well, we've got a 7-game card from the Association Day. Lots of college hoops and pretty interesting matchups in conferences today. A Big Ten and the SEC putting up some pretty good games today. Action on the ice. And of course, guys, we appreciate it if you guys would give us a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. 5 live shows over our channel with a full chat interaction here. And we are also looking for cappers. If you'd like to join our team, hit the link there and get in a live audition, or send us an email on our website, and we'll set up an audition for you here there on the TonySpeaks.com, and of course over our YouTube channel, providing us content as well. So let's say hello to Chris, and we'll get right to the picks. Chris, what's going on?
Not much. Had a decent day, 50-50 day there. Had the Jazz that came back and got the cover for us. Had 16.5 with them, so thankfully they came back and just got that cover. But then had the under in the national championship, and that field goal put us right over that 47.5 there. So kind of did that one, but congrats to Indiana. I thought they would win it a little bit bigger than they did. Miami did put up a little bit of a fight, but a lot of mistakes there, a lot of things gone wrong there. So at least that's over with, and Indiana's got their championship. So.
Yeah, a championship for the Hoosiers. Yeah, I was on the Hoosiers side, couldn't get the cover there. I guess I should listen to the coach. I don't know if you saw that press conference where he asked the coach about the point spread, about the 8.5. He goes, "Oh, what's a setup? Miami's a really good team." So I guess when the coach tells you they're not going to cover, you better take them. You better believe them. So that was the case there. Alnitos, what's going on?
Doing all right. Coming off a 1-1 day, so I'll take it. Guess I should have just stuck to the college football. Thought I saw something there in the NHL. Unfortunately, the Jets went back to no showing up, so I'll take it. And a couple plays in college basketball. Unfortunately, I left off the table. I liked quite a bit, but hey, try to do better today.
Yeah, I had the same issue there. I should have had some premiums there. I made them free, and they both hit. But we'll get it right today here, guys. We'll start here with the NBA. As we see a 7-game card, we'll do a block of 4 and then a block of 3. We'll get it started here with the Suns and Sixers. Here we see Philadelphia here laying 1 in this game between here with a total of 223. We got Spurs and Rockets. The rested Rockets here laying 4.5, total 219. Clippers and the Bulls. We got the Bulls here laying 3.5 and 4, total 226.5. And then the T-Wolves and the Jazz head-to-head here with the rested Timberwolves favored on the road 12.5, total 244.5. And we'll take a look at the injuries here from these games here as we'll welcome in Solo here in a second. We've got Solo back from Solo here on the show. Well, Solo, before we get to the injury report, Solo, what's going on?
All right, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody? Happy to be here. Nice little Tuesday, a little chilly out here in the city. Ready to fire, make some money.
All right, let's get started here with the NBA here. Sixers and the Suns here. Green probable for Phoenix. Well, we may see Jalen Green here. It's been a while. We may see Phoenix here at full strength, by the way. Paul George, the only one on the Philly injury report as questionable. Clippers and Bulls, it will be Bogdanovich, Jones, Leonard are out. We know Paul will be released at some point here. Shouldn't be too long. Bulls here, it will be Collins out. Williams and Giddey are both questionable. Then we go on over to the Spurs and Houston. Remember, Spurs the back-to-back, so keep an eye here on the Spurs. It's just Vassell doubtful. On the Houston side is Steven Adams and Van Fleet are out. Easton is questionable there. In Minnesota and Utah, it is Shannon out, and Reed here is questionable for the back-to-back Jazz. It's Niang doubtful, Sensabaugh, Market, and questionable. Harkless here will be probable, and we get started here with Chris.
I got a lot of premiums in this one, so I'll give you the one I don't, and that's going to be the Clippers and the Bulls. I'm going to go with the Bulls, man. The Clippers struggled against the Wizards yesterday. They didn't shoot well at all, and Wizards ends up getting the cover there. So I'm going to take the Bulls at home here, -3.5. Clippers on the back-to-back. Bulls at least got a little bit of a rest advantage there, so we'll take them to cover.
Very good. All right, there from Chris. We move on over to Alninos.
Yeah, I kind of like the Suns there over the Sixers. Now, it should be a good matchup. Again, be careful with these back-to-back spots. And I see Paul George now questionable. Wouldn't be surprised to see Joel Embiid pop up on that report as well. But but yeah, as I said, maybe I like the Suns team a little bit more than I should, but I think I'll take a little shot on the Suns in that one. I like the Bulls here. I was kind of hoping they'd open as dogs. Obviously, open as small favorites, and now money has come in on them as well. Still, again, leaning that way. Again, as Chris was saying, good spot for them here with the rest and home court advantage. So yeah, Bulls for me. And let's see, we did the 4 games in this block, right?
Yeah, we did 4 games. So we did Chivas and Jazz. Yep.
Yeah, I would lean to the Wolves to win both halves there if you can make that bet. If not, it's a tinier, smaller lean on the points with the Jazz, but not win love back in the Jazz here.
There from El Nino. Let's move on over to Solo.
I'm gonna look at the Clippers and the Bulls. Clippers had an early game yesterday in DC. They got out of town, should have a little rest. I know Kawhi is out. Really don't like the way the Bulls have been playing. I think the Clippers gonna find a way to stack some wins up here. Like you say, Tony, I heard him mention the trade deadline, so I think they'll play a little hard here. I think they get the win. Let's take the points with the Clippers. The Suns and the 76ers, I agree. I think a lot of guys sit. Haven't really seen Embiid play a lot of back-to-backs. Suns seem healthy. Made a lot of money with the Suns, but I also think this total is the way to go. I think points at premium. I'm going to take this total under.
There from Solo. Yeah, look here at the Suns as well, getting that point here against Philadelphia. Philadelphia is just a 500 home team. It's to me a little disappointing after that good start with Edgecombe and company. Defense has kind of been an issue. And, of course, when you shoot a lot of threes, you know what happens, right? You're going to have days when they don't go there. All like the Suns playing some defense. Well, I can't remember the last time they played. This team has played Suns playing some defense all of a sudden. So I'll look at them in this spot. Yeah, I'm just afraid to take in Houston because the Spurs, you know, with all that depth, even though it's a back-to-back, they spread out their minutes. So I'm going to stay away from that one. Yeah, just again, the Bulls and the Clippers. Yeah, don't like the line on the Bulls here, so I'm going to stay away from that one as well. But I'll go ahead and take a shot here on the Jazz at the 12 here. Minnesota over the past 2 weeks have struggled covering the 3-point line, but the Jazz always have a shooter's chance because they can shoot the basketball. They don't play defense. When you look at their ledger, they're giving up 50% shooting every night. That's pretty much what you're doing. But you're getting good shooting out of the Jazz. So I'll look for them to cover that big number. All right, yeah, Laurie could play. You know, Laurie could play because some of them sat out last night. You know, they do that. Remember, guys, January and March are heavy scheduling months for the NBA. And we're starting to see some guys drop here in January, and a lot of players complaining about it. So the media that cover these teams are starting to complain about it because they got to fly around too. So keep an eye on that, on these minutes, on how the coaches manage the minutes in January and March, where they really, again, the NBA Cup is causing a lot of this heavy scheduling here in January and March. Just to throw the information out to you guys. All right, we'll close out NBA here with these final 3. Raptors and Warriors. Oh, Jimmy, but we'll talk about the injury in a important minute here. But the Warriors here laying 3.5. There's some 4s out there too. Total 226. Lakers and Nuggets. Tricky game here. Lakers on the road 2.5. A 3 just spot up at Bet Chris. One of the sharp offshore books. Move it to 3 right now. Total 229 in that one. Heat and Kings. Here we've got the Heat now up to 3.5 in this one. I saw 2.5 just an hour ago. This one's popped up to 3.5. Total sits here at 238. We'll take a look at the injury report from these games here to close it out. Lakers and Nuggets. Reeves and T-Row, the only ones out for LA. On the Denver side, it's Bates, it's Braun, it's Cameron Johnson, it's Jokic, it's Valanciunas out. Gordon, Hardaway, Murray are all probable there for Denver. Toronto, Golden State. For Toronto, no RJ Barrett, no Hepburn, no Murray Boyles, Portal, and Walter out. For the Golden State Warriors, we have no Seth Curry, Melton, and Santos are both here questionable. Green is probable, and I don't even see Jimmy Butler on the report, and he's not even in the lineup. If you didn't stay up last night, Jimmy Butler left the game with a knee injury and had to be helped off the court. Looked pretty serious.
Torn ACL out for season.
Torn ACL, that sucks. That's what I was afraid of because he did not show up on the injury report, and I was afraid of something like this happening.
Yeah, he came down hard. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad. So when I didn't see him on the injury report, it scared me. That I was afraid of season-ending injury for Butler. Yikes, that sucks big time there for Golden State. So he will no longer show up on the injury report as if he's been ruled out for the year. Again, here we go. The heavy scheduling in January. That's what we saw that with Steven Adams. We saw that with some of the players here. Concerning now, especially a Warriors team that has to start winning because they were getting too close to that play-in game again. So that will be that NBA Cup. I think the people are talking about the issues with the heavy schedule in January, February, or with March, as I said. But anyway, we'll see. Heat and the Kings here. Hero and Rozier here are out for Miami. For Sacramento, just Keegan Murray out. We go over to Chris.
Look at the Lakers, Nuggets missing a lot of pieces there. You got a lot of people probable. Luka, LeBron seem to be healthy on this, so it's hard to go against a healthy matchup there with that. So I'll take the Lakers on the road there, -2.5. They're probably leaving that Raptors-Warriors game alone there. I know I'm not usually backing the Raptors without RJ Barrett, but I'll have to see how that Warriors team plays without Jimmy in that one, so I'll leave that one alone. Another one I'm looking at there, the Kings, taking them to +3.5 there. The Heat, absolutely terrible yesterday, 39% shooting, 28 from 3. They just, Bam Adebayo, I think, had 4 points whole game. So just, yeah, I'm not backing this Heat team. The Kings have been rolling along here pretty good last couple of games. They've at least covered 4 of their last 5. So I'd rather take the points with the Kings at home.
Yeah, you got to wonder, Spoelstra, you're going to still keep making him the Olympic coach the way this Heat team is playing. He's supposed to be this great coach, but I haven't seen much greatness a few years from him. On over to Alnitos.
Yeah. Lakers, Denver, took a glance at this total here, and yeah, I know the Nuggets are missing some pieces. And again, the most concerning one here for my play is Jokic. Obviously a huge part of this offense, but I think they'll be just fine against this defense, and I expect the Lakers to go off as well as long as they're all playing right. So I'll take the over in that one.
Other than Reeves is still out.
Right. Yeah, he's out. Yeah. I was talking mainly Luka and LeBron. Yeah, again, that's just a small lean on that one. And then, I'll take a shot on the Raptors here over the Warriors. Just think it's a good spot for them. So I'll back them there. And, small lean to the Kings as well there with the rest and home court advantage.
There we go. From Alnina, let's move on over to Solo.
Yeah, I agree with Al. I like the Kings with the home court rest. I know we dropped one last game out, but they've been stacking up some wins before there. I think they can find a way to come out strong. Don't really believe in this Heat team. Let's take the Kings with the points. As far as the Warriors and the Raptors, I really didn't know too much about the Jimmy Butler information. I hadn't scouted this game yet, so I'm going to have to pass on that one. Lakers and the Nuggets. Lakers, finally got a win on the road here in Denver. I think Murray probably plays. I'm not quite sure about what's the big homie named Gordon. He probably plays, though, looking at the line. I still think the Lakers find a way to get the victory. We passed my what I lay. I don't lay 148, so we're going to have to lay -2.5 with the LA Lakers.
Yeah, from Solo. Yeah, I kind of agree here. I like the Lakers in the spot, laying that short number here with a little healthy Luka and healthy LeBron. Looks like they're going to play in this game against really a Nuggets team that has been really hit hard with injuries. Look at them in this spot. And I'll look at the Kings here. I know folks in the chat saying Kings are horrible, but they've played better here the last couple of weeks. They've covering spreads, winning games, maybe finding their formula, or as we've talked about, when these veterans' names hit the trade rumors, they start to play better. Because let me tell you, Sacramento, LA, the good weather cities in a winter sport, you like playing here. You don't like to go to Chicago or some of these bad weather cities. You like staying on the West Coast there, as we saw with the Harden's names hit the rumors, and we saw the Clippers improve. That's usually happens. But yeah, I'm going to stay away from this Warriors game, especially with the Jimmy Butler news. They may be now looking in the trading deadline, right? They may still have to make some moves here.
Let Kuminga play.
Yeah, he wants out though. So when someone wants out, they usually sit him to find a trade partner. They're afraid he gets hurt.
And they need him.
They need him. I know. They're going to really need him now. There's a veteran there in Jimmy. All right, we'll continue here on Tony Sports Show. Move over to college basketball. We'll do 2 blocks like we usually do during the week. In the first block, we're going to cover the games at 6 Eastern and include the 8 Eastern time games. So the ones a little late here at 9 Eastern will be in the second block. So we'll include the ones here at 6 Eastern and include the ones at 8:30 Eastern time. And we started here with Chris.
What I'm looking at in this time slot, LSU, Florida, got 157.5 there. I think we get up and over that. Even if Florida's got to do the heavy lifting in that matchup there, I think we get up and over that total. No problem in that one. And then I've got a premium in another one there. So we'll take the over, and that's it for me.
Yeah, from Chris, we move right on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I looked at this total here. NC State heading into Clemson, and NC State is 500 on their totals, but on its totals. But Clemson, 11-7, the under, playing at a very slow pace. And again, NC State, yeah, they play slightly faster pace than Clemson, but not, I mean, just middle of the pack there as far as overall pace of play. So shooting the ball well, but I think, again, on the road here against a pretty good defense, might miss a few of those shots today. So I like the under in that one. And the other one I quickly looked at was Miami of Ohio. They're heading to Kent State, another team that's been shooting the ball really well from deep. Just playing well overall. So I think, again, coming in undefeated. So 7-0 on the road. Kent State, though, got to give it to them. Been good at home, 10-1 at home, but I think Miami, Ohio gets the job done. This one, I'll lay the small number there.
There we go here from El Ninos. Next up, we move on over to Solo.
Akron and Buffalo, zip them up is the motto. Buffalo's strong at home. They got good guards, but I think Akron's just too aggressive, too deep, well coached. I think they pull away second half, led with the zips. Let's look here. You said all the way to 8 o'clock? Okay, here we go.
8:30 Eastern, yeah.
All right, cool. St. Louis and Duquesne. St. Louis is really strong on offense. They got the big guy down low with the goggles. He's nice. He can control the glass. I think Duquesne plays really fast pace, but they also turn the ball over a lot. I think the Billikens pull away, led with St. Louis. I'll give you one more here. I'm laying it with Butler. I know DePaul's played a little well. Like I said, we just think Butler's a better team. I think they got better guards. I think they're more aggressive. I think this crowd is electric. Let's lay it with the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, from Solo News coming in. Charbonneau out for the year for Seattle Seahawks, ACL. So that's another one coming in here. They'll be shorthanded against the Rams. They're rushing the rushing leader on the ground, rushing touchdown leader out for the Rams Seahawks game out for the year. All right, I'm going to go agree with El Nino. I like Miami O here. When you're an undefeated team from a small conference like the MAC, you want to keep that streak going because you get a lot of attention. Everybody, your conference is in the news. You're in the news. So I don't see a letdown at all from this Redhawks team. They've been shooting the ball lights out over the past month. 56% shooting, 44% from three. The Golden Flash is not defending the three-point line very well. So looking for Miami O to continue to keep that O. Although we've seen the O's go away here of late. So I see them to keep that O intact here in that one. I'll look at Seton Hall here. I like this. I think it's going to be a rock fight with Seton Hall. Every game with Seton Hall is a rock fight because they're so good defensively. So I'll look at Seton Hall here plus the 10 points. Yep, they're a hard-nosed team. Second in the conference in defensive efficiency. They force turnovers. They rebound, giving up just 28% from three, 50% from two. They're very strong on the offensive glass. So they got some poor shooting numbers, but they're getting second and third tries because they're such a strong offensive rebounding team there. So I'll look at them. There's not a whole lot of warts on this St. John's team, but they don't make their free throws. That's one of the concerns there with St. John's here. So I'll look at that. Also, they don't defend the three-point line very well. 37% from three they're allowing. I'll take those double digits there with Seton Hall. And since we're going to 8:30, I'll take Wyoming here against Boise State. Boise State is both ninth in offensive and defensive efficiency in the Mountain West, a team that turns the ball over. I don't like those teams. Wyoming very strong on the glass against the Mountain West. They make their free throws. And Boise State has missed the cover in 3 of 4 with shooting and defense an issue. Look over the past month, Boise State shooting 41%, just 29% from three, but giving up 49% overall. Wyoming has shot and defended well at home. I'll take the Cowboys there at the +1. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. We'll close out the second block here of college basketball. And the games we'll cover here will be the games at 6 Eastern all the way to the final game tonight here at 11 Eastern. Notable games here features Auburn and Ole Miss here. Auburn 3 on the road. In that one, Texas Tech Baylor is a big one here. Tech on the road 1.5. What else we have here tonight? Michigan State, Oregon. Oregon's been a big disappointment. They've been getting smashed at home. Or Michigan State 11 on the road here against Oregon. Yikes. Vandy and Arkansas, a good one here. Arkansas moving up to 1.5 and 2 in some spots now in that one. And Purdue and UCLA. Purdue 6 on the road here in that one. And UNLV, Utah State going to lay 17 at home.
UNLV sucks.
Yep, they're not very good this year. Utah State did drop one to Grand Canyon the other night there. So there are some of your notable games here. Georgia, Missouri is another one. Georgia won on the road. So in Block 2, a lot of big games in Block 2. We start with Chris.
Yeah, we'll start with that Vanderbilt-Arkansas game. Give me Arkansas at home there with Calipari and his boys. -1.5. I'll take them. I'll take the under in the Georgia-Missouri game. Both teams trending to the under there. 3 and 2 to the under in that one. So I think we get under that 164. I'm going the opposite direction in the Auburn-Ole Miss game. I think we get a lot of back and forth between these two here. Both teams trend to the over, especially in conference play. So I think we get up and over 150.5 in that one.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Ninos.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I was on mute. Okay. Sorry for typing away there. I really thought I was on mute. All right, let me look at these games, couple games. First up, yeah, Texas Tech, Baylor. Kind of like Texas Tech to get the job done there on the road. Should be a good matchup, but I think Texas Tech just the better team, so I'll back them in that one. And the total I looked at here was this Kansas Colorado game. Kansas, a team that plays at a very slow pace and is trending to the under as well. They're coming in at 12-6 to the under. So I'll take another under in that one.
There we go here from Al Ninos. Move on over to Solo.
I'm looking at Purdue and UCLA. Mick Cronin called his team out back at home. Cross-country trip for the Boilermakers. I think this crowd shows up. I think UCLA comes to play. I think find a way to sneak in the back door. I actually think they're live. You guys take the points. I'm on the money line with the Bruins. Like I said, this UNLV team, I'm not impressed. I think Utah State get out in transition. I think they can shoot the 3. I think they got good pressure, good guards, little depth. I think they'll slow speed UNLV up, cause some turnovers, pull away late. I'm going to lay it with Utah State.
There we go with Solo. Tell you what I like. I agree with Chris here. I like Arkansas here laying the short number here against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt here has failed to cover 3 straight. The defense has gone south here from Vanderbilt. When you look at Vanderbilt, 12th in defensive efficiency against the SEC. They struggle on the glass. They're giving up 58% shooting from 2-point distance. Just go inside on Vanderbilt. That's what you got to do because they can't defend the 2. So I'll take Arkansas on that one. I agree with Solo. I'll take UCLA. I'll take the points with UCLA. I call them soft-ass UCLA. That's on the road. They don't play with Stones on the road. The Stones grow at home. They have the Stones at home, but they don't take them on the road with them. So I'll take the Bruins here plus the points. Purdue has failed to cover 4 straight with bouts of bad defense there from this Purdue team. Purdue offensively, they have some warts offensively in the conference on the glass, and they only make 72% of their free throws. And they also sit 11th in effective field goal defense in the conference, allowing 32% from 3, but 56% from 2-point distance. So they've got some warts, Purdue, even though they're a highly touted team. But you can go inside on them and maybe even draw fouls on these guys. So we'll look at UCLA there in that one. And I'll take the points. Solo, we'll see them take the money line. I'll take the points there in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. Turn our attention to hockey. Of course, Rod will be here at 1 Eastern with Daily Dangle. So in our hockey segment, we just asked the cappers to just give us what we got. We added Chris to this segment, so we'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, a couple of player props as per usual. Go to that Lightning game. I really like that one. Now, I did force myself to watch the Capitals Avalanche game there. No disrespect to hockey at all. It just looks like about 60 minutes of keep away there. So that's my take on hockey. But a lot of money to be made there. So we'll take Nikita Kucherov for a goal and Anthony Ciarelli with a point.
There we
And
go
I'll
with
put those in
Chris.
the chat so you guys have them.
There you go with Chris. Move on over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, just taking a look here. Couple plays I like here. Let's see these early games. Yeah, this one obviously a good spot for the Lightning and might be a great spot for some Lightning props. Maybe a team total over or something, but hard not to back these the Sharks the way they've been playing and the value they're getting this one. I know it's a tough spot on the road on the back-to-back. Maybe take a tiny shot here on the Sharks, but obviously it's a great spot for the Lightning that are playing some great hockey. So maybe a bit of a stay away, but I wouldn't mind taking a shot there on the Sharks either. I kind of like the Blues there over the Jets. Again, maybe just just still not over that Jets loss last night, but again on the back-to-back here. Again, still obviously not fully turned things around here for Winnipeg. So take a small shot on these Blues. Would I be shocked if the Jets wake up today? No, but again, I think the value's on the Blues in that one. And then later on in the night, there are a couple good spots there for the home teams. Rangers, glad I stayed off that one. I mean, I know I gave it out here on the show, but I was thinking about putting it as a premium. But again, big letdown for them yesterday. And here on the back-to-back, I know it's a short trip up the road here to LA, but still think big rest advantage there for the Kings. I'll take them -1. You can do regulation if you prefer that. And same story here with the Oilers. So again, a little juicy, but I'll take put some on the puck line as well there. I think they get the job done at home there as well.
All right, there from our news, we got you through. Yes, the hockey. Yes, also there was a goalie fight yesterday. You could watch the highlights of it. I haven't seen that in years. Very rarely you see a goalie's fight there. All right, we got you through our hockey. Now it's time for our parlay pro segment, where our cappers give a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start here with Chris.
I'll give you a 2-team college basketball total. We'll go LSU, Florida over, Auburn, Ole Miss over, and then Rasmus Dallin for your goal scorers. I'll put that in the comments as well.
There with Chris. Move on over to Alnitos.
I'll go Bulls, Suns, and wrap it up with the Raptors.
There with El Nino. On over to Solo.
Let's go LA parlay. Let's go Bruins with the points and lay it with the Lakers.
Yeah, from Solo, I'll tell you what I like here. 3-teamer here. I'll take the Jazz with the points. Give me the plus with Seton Hall, and I'll take Wyoming here at home. Either pick them or +1 there against Boise State. All right, we got you through our Parlay Pro segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a lot of hoops, a lot of hockey now for today's coverage here. Guys, we just gave you our free plays, but if you want our best bets, we'll just click the link in the description. That'll take you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com. We have leaderboards showcasing our top performers here in our industry. That's where you'll find our best bets and more. Of course, we'll see what Chris is rolling over at Tony's Picks for today's card. Of course, Chris put up impressive numbers here in the NBA. We'll see what he's got going for today. So, Chris, what do you got for sale? We always seem to get – yes, Chris froze on us. Happened again yesterday when we got to this segment. All right, it'll probably pop in again. Let's take a look here. We'll move on over to El Nino's. El, what do you got for sale? You put up together a great year this year over at Tony's Picks.
Yeah, again, I guess I should have just stuck to my one play yesterday on that college football. Ended up going 1-1. So far today, just one play in the NBA there. Check out that alley-oop. Or, again, get on one of those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. There is some value there in the NHL card. Might get there on a couple more NBA plays as well as player 2 in college basketball. But mostly looking forward to this NBA card today.
Again, they got on board with Elnias over at Tony. They got an LU play up there from the NBA. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Again, we're with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available here. There, that 7-day pass. It's a good one because you'll get all the football on Sunday when you get that 7-day pass with El Nino's. So get on board. Okay, let's see what's rolling on over at Tony's Picks. We'll see if we got Chris back. I don't know if he's back with us. I guess he left. I guess he got some issue there, some connection issues there. Let's see what Solo's got rolling. Solo's been rolling here in the NFL here of late as well over the last 30 days, showing good profit. Solo, what you got for sale?
Yeah, we started the year strong. We dropped a couple. I think we about 1 or 2 games below 500. We'll probably get back in the green tonight. Really like today's card. Got a 3-pack NBA, 3-pack college basketball. So sign up with me short-term, long-term. Print with your favorite cap, print with the hottest cap. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's cash.
Right. It's cash with Solo over at Tony's Picks. A lot of action from Solo today. A 3-pack here from College Hoops, 3-pack NBA. At best bet on the board as well. So get on board with Solo over at Tony's Picks. Consider long-term subscriptions. Remember, all of our members' plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. Instead of buying these plays individually, you may consider a long-term subscription here with Solo. That 7-day pass you guys really like here this time of the year. Also includes any late steam. Or, as I said, we can put plays in our system between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time. Those are emailed right to your inbox using the email you used when you bought the service. So get on board with Solo over at Tony's Picks. That's the way to roll here. All right, let's see. I think we got Chris back here in the system here. Chris has put together good numbers here in NBA. Chris, what you got for sale?
I got you guys a 3-pack in NBA today, like 3 games there. 1 pack in the SEC matchup there in college basketball there. So how about something long-term, short-term? We got a lot of action this week with NBA, college basketball. Still got NFL playoffs coming up. So, hop on something there. Let me get you there with if you get on the late steam action all there, we've seen a lot of these line movements. We're seeing injury reports and everything like that. So you hop on something like that, I'll get you the late steam action. 2-for-1 capper. You guys see who's doing well. You see who's on the show, giving you out picks, pairs together. Let us go to work for you, and let's just keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. We're with Chris over at Tony's Picks. 3 packs here in NBA. Best bet in both NBA and college basketball. So get on board. Profit guaranteed on these one-day passes as well. Or again, as we talked about, the long-term subscriptions, the way to go instead of buying these plays individually or in packages. Just get the 7-day pass. It comes out less when you do that. And of course, you can apply the promo code TonyT at checkout to save you that 15% off. And of course, the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match Chris with your favorite capper there and go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, over at Tony's Picks today, I have a best bet on the board. Also, I'm going to have a 3-pack for you right now, working on a 3-pack. So get on board with me. 4 premiums on the board for me today over at Tony's Picks, and use match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. With you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We have 5 live shows over our channel now over at Tony's Picks. So, that's we used to have 5, 6 guys on our morning show. Hey, we got to spread you guys out. So we had 5 live shows now on our channel, and growing, because we may have some more in development as we speak, guys. So check us out. And of course, a lot of great live on-demand content over on the channel over at Tony's Picks there. And I'll just let you guys know the best way to navigate when we have so much content here is start on our homepage. Any live shows will show up here. As you scroll, you'll see my compilation videos are up for you. Props here from Chris. The hit list is up from the NHL. Our playlist here from the NFL, from college football. That will be up maybe a day or so because the season is over. NBA playlist up there for you right now. Got the NBA set for you. All the games from me, as well as our crew there on the NBA, because I know Ramon and Alessandro's got some plays in there for you as well. College hoops are in there for you guys right now. I've got some. Ramon's got a lot of them there as well. So does Alessandro. NHL in there. Ramon's got you covered in the NHL. We got the shorts back from Ramon up there for you guys. Ramon give you a complete rundown in every game on the NHL. Up there, fights will be coming back this weekend. The shorts are up there for myself, as well as the crew here at Tony's Picks. Ramon's in there with some shorts, and we do clip the video. We do clip our show videos as well. So lots of great content here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Hit that like, subscribe. Of course, Chris, that hit list has been very popular here on the channel. We got him still. I guess he froze him again. I guess Chris got frozen. Of course, El Ninos, we have you pretty much a fixture here on our live show, and we also see on some of the on-demand videos as well.
Yeah, been mostly morning shows lately, so keep tuning in early. And again, make sure you check out all that other great content that Tony just showed you. Tons of great videos out there on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and so of course, Solo here, Chris. You always catch you here on some of the morning shows, and also some of all these shows we have throughout the day and night.
Oh yeah, I pop in here and on throughout the shows, throughout the season, but definitely more of a morning guy. So I'll be popping in. You guys don't parlay. Let's make some money. Yeah,
let's make some money, guys. So check it out here on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Lots of great content there. On the live tab is where you can check out our live shows, because I'm live here with you guys here every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We got the Ramon Night Move show, 3 a.m. Eastern time. It's a complete rundown and the complete card for today. 2-hour show from Ramon and company today. A complete rundown on all the sports coverage action for today. So you can watch that replay there. Or if you can catch it live, you can watch the replay because it's all actionable here for you. Of course, look ahead show with Alessandro every day here at midnight Eastern time. Get those picks before the line moves. Get ahead of these line moves with the look ahead show with Alessandro. Happy hour with Rod and company. As 5 Eastern time. That's your last look at the games before they start with Rod, and of course, we'll see Brian in there as well. We'll see Ron Crawford in there. So check it out. Happy hour here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Your last look at these games before they start. And of course, the Daily Dangle is a complete rundown in hockey with Rod and company, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Once we get all the information on all the goalie information. That's also up on our channel. So lots of great content over on the Tony's YouTube channel. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that as our channel continues to grow and grow with much more on-demand content as well as live content. So check it out here. All right, guys, with you here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Thanks everybody in the chat for their contributions today. As always, here we've seen here with Chris's content here. G League rejects for the win there from Alessandro. What do we got here? There we go from our Chris. Appreciate you, Cal Dog. Have a great day today. Of course, Andrew keeps us all caught up on the gold and silver right now. So let's see what's happening there. And Chris, there, I guess he's having some issues there with his internet provider. That'll do it for the show. We're back tomorrow. Any closing thoughts for me, guys, before we close it out?
No, I'm good.
Good luck.
Good luck to everybody. We're going to wake up. Guys, you guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6